Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode 3, week 3 of the 360 NoScope Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Josh Lloyd. I'm here with Nebby. Come here, buddy. Here he is, looking after the books for us over in the corner there. We're back another week. We'll discuss how last week went in a moment, but we'll play the intro music. And just before that, Cole, can you do your thing for us, mate?
Thanks, Josh. You're listening to the 360 NoScope Podcast. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. You bet we are. Let's play the music. Bit of a change up of pace with the intro music, but you might be asking, why the fuck does Josh have a cup? Well, you see, the Disney Pixar movie Cars, a famous quote saying that the old grumpy waste car once told me, it's just an empty cup. However, today goes against that. This is not just an empty cup. This is an empty cup that doesn't have any milk in it. Because on last week's episode, if you remember, I said I would drink milk on the pod. That I will consume my milk. Of my comment going off that I was going to smash Cole, absolutely bludgeon him, and as well as that, I was going off from day one that I was going to beat him. So this cup here represents that win. Nothing in it. See, look, you can look straight through. Can't see a thing. You know what I can see though? My victory. We are sitting at second on the list. First is Connor. I'm not a sheep herder. Here's a night. Last week he 9-0'd. I 8 last week. I 8. His total scores become 19-8, mine are 18-7. So because we did 2 draws against Jazzy in that second week, we unfortunately couldn't go into the first spot. But hey, I'll take second. Second's going great. So going through the names before we get into last week. So we have the changes. We have, I'm going to pronounce that as Ogwarts, OG Warts. Pretty funny. I don't know if he's changed his picture. He has. He's changed it to Karen the Stitch. So Ogwarts, OG Warts, however you want to call it, Ogwarts, I'm giving that a good 8.5, 8.75 actually. Jeffrey Kuzma, our currently weak opponent, this week's opponent. Levine La Vida Loca, great name. It would have been a 9.5 of a name, except you've still got the fucking Frozone picture, which you said you would change today and you haven't, Chaya. So you are getting an 8.5, maybe an 8.2. You know what? Yeah, flat 8, just because you didn't change your picture. Big Bills Don't Cry. I think we covered that last week. If we didn't, that's a really good name. Shout out to Fergie. You still got the Vando picture, so I'm not going to give you above a 7 for the rest of the season, no matter how good your name is, until you change that picture. So that's the order. We've got some bottom feeders down here. Mark got 9-0'd last week, and he's at a 6-21. And Tentacoptopoulos now sitting at second last, and down there is Maney at 10th place. He might need a bit of milk himself to increase his strong bones to get up that ladder a bit. But yeah, let's go to last week's matchup. This is the button we press, I hope. It is week 3. As you can see, an 8-1. Pretty happy with that. We only lost in turnovers, which isn't really a real category either way. Anyway, so we essentially 9-0'd. Pretty happy. We even won field goal percent with a 50%. Free throws did pretty well this week. Or last week, 81% from the line, 51 threes, 570 points. So we didn't quite shoot out as many points as we usually do, but that's okay. Absolutely smashed the boards. Quite happy with the amount of boards we got. 150 dimes, so we won by about pretty comfortably in all these categories. You know, if you look here, we won by 7 threes. We won by 165 points. We won by 131 rebounds. We won by 40, 35 assists, 21 steals. We won by a whopping 20. Let me do this. 22 blocks. Fucking ludicrous. And we only lost by 40 turnovers. So an 8-1 is great. Don't know what's going on here with Cole, but we can find out, actually. Looking through the matchup, he's gone through a lot of trades, so we'll kind of skip some of that here. But let's go through our boys as we usually do. Westy, fucking ripper week. He's back, baby. Westbrook's back. Westy came off the bench, blah, 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 blah. The Lakers are a mess, but Westbrook's playing better now he's come off the bench. That's all you need to hear. That's all you need to hear with Westy. You know, he said the reason why he was playing shit off the bench was because he didn't know how to do his warm-up routine. A lot of people sort of had an issue that he was, bad. He was a bit of a bad news Brian. But no, it turns out he's worked it out, and now he's doing really well. So we're fucking wraps with Westy. He's doing well. Cade came out of the woodwork for me. Chris Paul, over that week, gave us plenty of assists, plenty of points, and actually some threes there for us, and the free throws are quite good. We'll get to him in a moment. McDaniels, I'm not sure how much McDaniels we had as the double McDaniel meal. I don't have a soundboard, but if I did, it'd be playing I'm loving it. Double McDaniels coming in through. It was kind of a flex on Cole. We just thought we'd play both McDaniels brothers as a bit and happened to do it whilst we were putting Cole in the dirt. But he healed 100% from the free throw and dropped 8 threes for us across the week. Westy surprisingly got 7, committing buddies out 3. Output 47 points and did quite well there. Bob Bol, he's still going strong. I think at the end of the week he slowed down a little bit. 100% from the line again. Same with Terry Rozier and Caleb Martin, Vando, and Kyrie. All free throw percentage perfect. Quite surprisingly, Claxton's been an absolute golden goose. Look at this fucking stat sheet. 58 points, 37 boards, 10 assists, 4 steals, 12 blocks, and 10 turnovers. So he's going for a double. The old 5x. So Claxton's been great. People wanted him earlier on the season, but we're keeping him pretty well. Paolo, he's taken LeBron's life force. I don't know if anyone's actually watching Lakers games these days, but LeBron's shithouse out there, and Paolo is the best rookie since LeBron in that debut series. So he's fucking right. Like, he's so good. His field goal percentage is in the sink. We don't care about that anyway. We can still win with a 50%, turns out. And Paolo's just sick. Really happy with him. Scary Terry, we finally got back. We're on the same week. Finally got him back. Dropped some points for us. First game back, he actually gave us a negative 1 assist and negative free throw. But he's coming back into the rotation now, which is really good to see. Aldama's still dropping 30 points and 30 boards for us a week. He's on that waiver line. He would be the first to go if need to. Just the fact that McDaniels, they're the bit. I'm going to hold on to that until we start getting in trouble. Kyrie, we got a lot of output out of him from the week. 32 points, 12 rebounds, 13 assists. In recent news, I'm going to discuss that. Those in the close circle of this pod, you know who you are. You've heard our official 360 NoScope statement on it. The fun fact is, if you listen really carefully and go back and listen to it, you can actually hear me shit whilst I'm doing that memo. So go back and see for yourselves. A little Easter egg there for you boys. And Brandon Clark, we shipped him off, but he gave us 8 points for the week. Fuck Brandon Clark anyway. And we didn't use any of his other players. Let's look at the infirmary. Why did Cole lose, you ask? Drafted Time Lord. Hasn't played a game for you all season. Kawhi Leonard. I don't think he's played a game. He played, one game on October 23. Nothing. Donuts. He's not even gone. He's not traveling with him. He's not doing fucking anything. And he's done nothing for you, Cole. He did nothing for you. Maney, you've just zeroed. Kawhi Leonard, zeroed. Embiid, you only just got him. Fair enough. Zeroed. Drummond, I think, also got him late. Zeroed. Trae Young, got him late too, but, game time decision at the moment. But 65 points short. Yeah, he's fucking Cole Anthony. What the fuck are you doing here, man? You keep saying the cliff's coming, but mate, you actually have to drive your car to get near the cliff. I might be heading for a cliff. I don't care. I paid for the upside. It's coming off. Bol up. Paolo up. Claxton up. Sure. However late I got him up. Buddy Hield. Don't think I've reached for him anymore. Chris Paul. Sure. Whatever. Westbrook up. Potentially still the draft if he's playing how he's doing. Kyrie up. Fortunately, Terry Rozier. Look, he started. He's been dead for it, but up. Like we picked him up. We got him early, and then he's been dead since. But he's back now. See, this is what happens when you pick players who will eventually come back. Kawhi dead, not coming back. Time Lord. What are you even saying about Time Lord? Positive light. There's still no timetable on his return, but can drop him. But the fact that he hasn't said setbacks bodes well for fantasy managers. Yeah, but if you're losing week after week after week, you're going to blow your playoffs before you get. How'd you go? What's week 4 matchups? You're actually beating fuck Alex somehow. So that's whatever. But how do we see your matchups for, the previous weeks? Where this is the Mania podcast. We're going to rip in you. I don't know, matchup. Can we do it this way? No, we just did that this way. I don't know how to check Manies anyway. But fuck, fix your shit. You're running an infirmary here. Tiski's as well, and he's second last. Do you want to be second last? Because you're third last. You're on the way to doing it now. You're 10th. You're 10th now, so pick it up. But, yeah, Beal. You kept throwing me Beal. He's game time decision anyway. You got your 70 points, sure. But, like, who else have you got apart from Beal, Cat, and Trey? Who's doing anything else? That's it. That's your answer. Week 3 matchups. Let's look at this. You got 8-1. You're lucky that Mark got 9-0. Otherwise, you'd be the worst fucking week of the round. You happy with that? No, I wouldn't be. Meanwhile, we're winning and winning and winning. So, if you need some tips, Maney, let me know. But you just pick your shit up. It's appalling, and yeah, I'm absolutely punching down on a roster that's been half injured. But you put them there, mate. You pick the players. I didn't pick all these players. I didn't trade into all these players who just aren't going to play a game for me anymore. I picked players who actually are playing basketball this season. Kawhi Leonard, Time Lord. That's all I got to say. You know what I thought. That's what I thought. We had 42 games each as well, so it's not like I'd blown you out by 10 games. And it was like, whatever. We had game count. You weren't beating me in any of these categories all week. It's like, sure, free throw percent you had for a bit, I think. Field goal percent you actually had 2 of the last day, and I actually picked it up a bit. Anyway, so I'm a bit thirsty now. I was actually looking forward to my glass of milk. I'm thirsty from all this talking over doing this podcast, and I would have loved a glass of refreshing milk next to me to wash it down. But no, instead I've got nothing to wash down the victory I have in this week. So there you go. Enjoy your minutes, Cole. I'll see you next time we play, whatever round that is. Let's have a look. I don't know which week 3. I think roughly that means I'm going to play about week 9. No, maybe like week 13. Yeah, it's week 14. I'll see you in week 14, matey, because we'll be playing again, and we'll see how this goes. Whatever's going on here, and we'll see how I am, because I might not have a first pick anymore. But week 14, that's a long way away. So let's see how you go. As for my team, let's have a quick look here. Don't take more of Kyrie's points. He's already not playing for us. What's happened here? A steal. No, that's alright. We didn't need it anyway. As for my boys, we are not playing today due to it being the election day. All you US viewers out there, hope you voted. If you didn't, could not give a shit any less. Where's my boys? We gotta go to match up at the moment. Yeah, so we are winning against Machi, the Ghost, 5-4. We are a little bit games behind, but that's okay. What are we up? Free throws, surprisingly, again. I haven't really spec'd into free throws like I wanted to. The boys have just sorted their shit out. Losing threes, that's fine. Losing points, well, you lose threes, you lose points. It's usually one and the same. Boards, I'm only 3 behind. I can catch that. Assists, 3 above. Bit sweaty. Steals, I'm running away a bit, and blocks. For the block standard and the stock standard, we're running that. So we'll keep those 2. Buddy can have some good games. We are, look, we got Kyrie's out. Paolo's GTD for some reason. I don't think it's happened to him here. Left ankle sprain. Fuck. Shit. Schumo, Kiki, and Caleb Houston. So look out for them. And Vando is GTD for groin injury. His groin's alright. He'll play through it. But yeah, boys, this week. So Westbrook's had a fucking ripper again. Cade's doing really well too. It was a bit quiet, I think, the first game of the week, but that's all right. We're managing through. Chris Paul just toot, and then said, "Fuck it, I'm ripping my ankle out of its socket." Right heel soreness. So if we, it'd be fitting. It would be really fitting if I lost my first and second pick to injury, whether it be physical or emotional or spiritual or politically. That would be fucked because I've had a really good start. I've picked well, and I haven't really beaten down on the weakness apart from the rookie and the infirmary. But I run my week one. But yeah, I think if we lose our first and our second pick, and then also our rookie, we're a bit strife this week. But hey, we can't win every week. If we did, the commission would be called on us. But yeah, Paolo dropped 30 points on us. So if he even cops a week off, he's actually ahead of the pack here. Buddy Hield's on 20. He's got 5 threes for us this week, so we want a little bit more out of him. And Bol has having a quiet one. Some worry that he's gone off the cliff a little bit. But that's all right. He gets a bit of fouls, but he's been doing pretty well. He's upside. And I'm pretty sure I scooped him off the waiver. So he's been great for us. So Bol or the McDaniels brothers, they're getting a 3 in it for us, and they're starting to run a bit. They just need a bit more stocks from them. But that's all the category we're winning in. So yeah, that's the week. We're hoping for the best. I think if we go back to the league, we can see some other stats here. Nick Claxton's player of the week, ranked 7. Is Claxton actually ranked 7? I don't believe that. Claxton's not ranked 7. He might be like, he's good, but how do I see what rank he is? Let me go boot my phone. Anything else we got here? A lot of wheeling and dealing awards coming out from people completing trades. I don't think I've completed one trade. I don't think I've got the medal yet. Claxton is our rank 30. Rank 30 player. Bol's ranked 24. Buddy Hield's ranked 37. McDaniels 60. McDaniels 79. We just have all top 100 players, really. Westbrook is 139, but he's going to come right up real quick. Cade, 57. Chris Paul, 39. Like, I know I'm going to get roasted about these are just arbitrary numbers, but hey, look, as far as fantasy goes, Paolo, 77. Terry's not played a game. Even Santi Aldama's ranked 90. Caleb Martin, he's a fucking streamer anyway. Jad Bando, 51. Shut the fuck up. And Kyrie, 19. So all of my players are top 100 minus Caleb Martin, who's been streamed in, and Westbrook, who is fine as Westbrook. We all know his ranking never's actually really mattered. He just plays Westie basketball. And Terry Rozier's been injured. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 players in the top 100, in the top 80. Hey, we're doing all right. That's all for me. I'm going to go fill up my glass with something that's not milk, as I said. Just double check that there is nothing in this glass. We're just going to go one last time to the matchup. And let's have a quick look at last week. And if we just have a quick look through here. Oh, yep, we definitely won 8-1 against Cole. So, cheers, Carl. Cheers, matey. I'll see you this weekend. And I'll see you next week. Let's see how things go running the future. This smooth, no copyright, coffee house jazz, calm jazz music, relaxing music, relaxed music meditation. And I'll see you later.